Hi, Hailstorm.
Hi.
Hey, everybody.
How's everybody doing?
Doing great.
Well, you know.
Awesome. Well, let's. I know that you guys have your load in a little bit, so let's just kick right into the questions.
It's all good.
The One and Done EP.
Yes.
I noticed that a lot of bands when they release their first major full-length album, most of the tracks on it are older tracks, but on this one, you only have one track that was written
Oh.
before.
From back on the day?
Yeah.
Poison. The majority of Poison was from quite a few years ago.
Yeah.
It's not used, definitely old.
On our new record, part of the reason why it took so long to get it on out there was just the whole narrowing down process. First we went to California, not entirely, expecting to do a record. We just went out there to write, and we ended up deciding to do a record, and then really didn't want to leave any stone unturned. I think the total number of songs that we weeded through was around 428, something like that. We've been a band for a while, so we had an arsenal of songs, and when you're making the big record, you just want to make sure that you get all the little gems in there. So there are quite a few on the record that came from a lot of earlier tidbits of songs. So including Poison, which is about 6 years old, and then so is It's Not You.
So as far as the old Hailstorm, I'll say, versus the new Hailstorm, I've heard a couple of the older tracks.
Uh-oh.
And no because they sound very well. They sound like they're very well produced. But there's almost, and I don't want anybody to hit me for this, there's almost a country tinge to it.
Really?
On a couple that I'd heard, not
Really?
like
Country?
twangy country, but kind of
That's cool.
Carrie Underwood new country.
Well, that's
Well, we are
cool.
from York, Pennsylvania.
Well, I mean, we as a band, we listen to everything. I know every band says that, but we really do. I mean, we have a collection of bluegrass, some alt country, to heavy metal, to 80s rock, to, we were just listening to Foreigner the other day.
I think for a long time we weren't writing just for format. We were just writing just to write and write songs, and whatever influence came from wherever, we would just be like, hey, let's try this, try putting a song together.
On our personal recording, we definitely have like
Pretty wide
country
range.
ballads or like
Yeah.
We covered it. We got an R&B song too,
Yeah.
You should listen to Lzzy's old garage band recording. She's got like an R&B song.
Oh yeah, just whatever you can do. In fact, early on we drove our A&R guy crazy because we'd send in tapes and he'd be like, well, what are you doing? This is
What? What am I supposed to do with
What
it?
am I supposed to do with this? Sorry, just thought you'd like this.
And we're just like, oh, it's perfect. We'll have one song of every genre, then we'll get accepted on every radio station.
Yeah,
No?
that's not how it works.
Get it? Oh,
But-
it's that easy.
But the great thing is that we're completely in love with our craft, and I think that's the beauty of songwriting, is that whatever you absorb around you just kind of comes out later, and so definitely we'll see what happens on the next record. I mean, we've been listening to
Yeah.
a lot lately, so.
So, being as established as you were, was it difficult for you to bring in John Five and Ben Moody to work with them?
You know what? It really wasn't. I mean, we've been writing, in our own way for so long that it's just it was incredible to work with those people, because these are people that, I mean, they're established songwriters. They do it for themselves. They do it for other
Bonafide.
people. Yeah, they're bona fide. So it's kind of like, who are your journalist heroes, and if you would get the opportunity to work with them, I mean, it's exciting,
All you can do is learn,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not too proud to learn something new.
It's like going through songwriting in college. It's like, it's like who wouldn't want that opportunity to be in a room with somebody that you look up to as a writer and want to learn something, maybe some of that coolness rubs off,
Yeah, and the great thing is that you have all of these different perspectives that you can now take into your own songs. And I mean, we're currently writing for our next record, and I feel like we're better songwriters because of that experience. And the new songs that we're coming up with are amazing as well. So it's just you know, whatever you can do, if you love your craft, you know, wouldn't you want to do whatever you could to enhance that?
Just a salad of inspiration.
A salad. Like a big salad.
So as far as I've heard it said that you have your entire life to write your first album, and then you have a year or 2 years,
maybe 6 months.
Maybe 6 months for that second album. You guys, listening to this, I think you guys have set the bar pretty high. Do you worry that, about the sophomore jinx? I don't even know if there really is a sophomore jinx anymore.
I think we've been writing for so long, and we honestly don't even know how to stop. We've been like, I mean, every place we go, and even with being on this level, there's so much that can inspire you for what we're doing right now. And
you know, and the way we've always done things has always been kind of this slow ride that we've been on. I mean, like I said, we've been a band for a while, and then we got signed in '05. Right now we're starting out to, you know, this is the big push record. And so we really haven't, everything that we've come across has kind of been very new to us, but we've kind of approached everything at our own pace. So hopefully when that time comes, which, like I said, we've already started to write for our second record, so hopefully when that time comes, we'll be prepared for it and have the best songs we can. And hopefully we learn something, like I said, from the first experience, so that we can actually top ourselves. I mean, hopefully we'll only get better. Yeah, hopefully we'll only get better.
So, being up to the challenge, you guys have, and forgive me, how long have you guys been together?
It's been over 10 years.
I think
maybe 11.
Supposed to be like 11 or 12. Lzzy and I started it like a long time ago when we were kids. And then I guess like 6-7 years ago.
For 6 years or so.
Yeah.
So being the newest member at 6 years, how do you guys keep the friendship of the band? I know that there's so many bands, they get signed, and that's when people leave, and they bring new people in. And you get that turbulence while you're still trying to find your spot, in your niche in the music world, but you still have the turbulence of new members coming in and new members leaving, and are they touring members, and what's your secret? How are you guys still all friends?
We lucked out.
As a band, we've gone through such a climb together, and getting signed collectively was never like the ultimate goal for us. So everything has kind of been a step, and we approach everything like a band, and I think we really have a decent respect for each other, an incredible respect for what we all bring to the table. So and plus we just, over the years, we've gotten to know each other. We've been living 2 feet from each other for so long that we know each other so well that I think that
by smell.
Yeah, we can tell pretty much without even speaking if someone, you know, needs to be left alone for the day or whatever. So our spats are very minimal, and I mean the
family fights.
Yeah.
You know? Still family.
Yeah, exactly. You don't.
Not gonna affect anything.
You don't break up the family.
So